Howdy, folks. Welcome to Kelvin Vollrath's Fiddle Jubilee. My name is Walter Brennan, and I'm really delighted to be here with you today. Now sit back and enjoy some great music by Canada's fiddling sensation, Kelvin Vollrath, and his special guests as they gather virtually to entertain you. Now put your hands together and welcome Mr. Kelvin Vollrath. Take it away, Kelvin.
Yeah. Howdy, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to episode number 7 of season 3. Got a great show planned for you today with some wonderful guests, but let me tell you about that first tune right there, John and Vicky's Two-Step. Hey, what was the year? 1990, I think maybe 2001, something like that. John Arcand married Vicky Ham right at the Emba Lake Fiddle Camp. It was a special, special day. I wrote them a tune. They both love to dance, and we know John Arcand's a great fiddle player, the master of the Métis fiddle. And this has become a popular tune amongst fiddle players right across Canada, played all over the place. And hey, to honor John and Vicky, thank you so much for all you've done. The big John Arcand Fiddle Fest for many, many years. Vicky was the mastermind behind that, and great, great time. I hope you enjoyed that tune. Now to bring up my first guest. I've never met this gentleman, but I've been a fan of his music for a long time. He comes from Renfrewshire in the UK. His name is Gary Blair. He's a wonderful, wonderful accordion player, and he reached out to me and said that he'd love to be a part of my Fiddle Jubilee. So we decided on some tunes that he could play with me, and you're going to enjoy this. For our first tune, we're going to play a tune that I wrote many, many years ago called the Maritime Fiddle Festival 60th Anniversary Jig. Now there's a mouthful. Ha ha! Everybody put your hands together for Gary Blair as we play this tune. Wonderful stuff. I'll tell you what, if you ever get over to Canada, get over there in July. The Maritime Fiddle Festival. It's the oldest fiddle contest in Canada. It's been running the longest. I think this year is 70 or more years or something here in 2024. I've been there many times, and great people. Thanks so much, Gary. Wonderful playing. Time to bring up guest number 2. And I'm finding a theme in today's show here. All my guests, none of them are playing the fiddle. I got some accordion players. Another little surprise for you later on. But this one, he comes from Quebec. His name is Gaston Nolet, a wonderful button accordion player. He's played on many of my recordings, and we've had the chance to play together when I tour in Quebec. Always a treat. We're going to play a tune that I wrote many years ago for Antoinette Prokosh from Saskatchewan. She was a teacher at the Emma Lake Fiddle Camp teaching the piano, and I wrote her a tune called Antoinette. Put your hands together for Gaston. Yeah. This is for you, Antoinette. Gaston. Love that button accordion. So good to hear you. Love a waltz on the button accordion. So nice. I'm going to play a little tune here, a couple of tunes. This is a medley. I think the year was 2015. I got hired to go play at the Cape Breton Celtic Colors Festival. What an absolute great festival that is. I was so thrilled to be going. I didn't know if the folks were going to like my music. I'm not really a Celtic player, but they opened up, and I'm good friends with Natalie McMaster, and I've met Natalie's mom Minnie on a few occasions, and well, she obviously loves music. And when I was going out to Cape Breton, I kind of thought maybe we might see Natalie's mom at one of the shows, and so I wrote Minnie a tune called Minnie's Clog. And then I thought, well, with me going down to Cape Breton to play, I would write a tune to commemorate that, and it's called Calvin's Trip to Cape Breton. So I put the two tunes together. I hope you enjoy Minnie's Clog, Calvin's Trip to Cape Breton. Enjoyed that, and I hope I get to go back to Cape Breton one more time to go play some music, or even just to go out there and listen to the music. The music at the Celtic Colors Festival is absolutely amazing, and you get to experience the whole island. Check it out. Check out their website, Celtic Colors. Commercial time! Hey, I hope you're enjoying the show today. And if you are, I wonder if I can get you to purchase a ticket to the show. And the ticket can be any fee that you can afford. On my website, which you see right here, I've set up a few different pricing options for you. You can click on any one you want. Or if you have a different fee that you want to pay, something less, something more, you have the option to do that as well on the website. Or up here you can see I have plenty of CDs and music books that I can mail to you. Or also I have everything that is available to download immediately. All my albums are on my website. You're going to get all the credits. You're going to get who played on the album. You're going to get the stories of the tunes, and you can download those immediately. And the sheet music for all the music is all on my website. You can download that immediately as well. If you prefer, you can do an e-transfer. And all that information is right here. The e-transfer is for Canadians. Outside of Canada, we can't accept e-transfers. Thank you so kindly for everybody that has supported the Calvin Vollrath Fiddle Jubilee in the past. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. And I hope to see more of you supporting it in the future. Thank you so much. Time to bring up my next guest. This is a steel guitar player from Edmonton, Mr. Daryl Campbell, a great steel player and a wonderful singer. He's not singing on this one. We're playing instrumental. We're going to play a tune that I wrote for his uncle, Richard Chernesky, and one of my most musical heroes, my first musical hero, well, maybe my second. My dad was my first. I met Richard Chernesky. I believe I was 15 or 16 years old, maybe 17. We played a gig in Edmonton, and I was just green. I was an old-time fiddle player and got to play with a country band and stand beside Richard Chernesky. We used to see him on TV, on the Yee Haw's The Chuck Wagon Show. And what a great friend. We've played together all my life. Up until maybe 2 years ago, Richard retired from playing music, and I wrote him a tune called A Country Rich. Everybody put your hands together for Daryl Campbell. Hey Richard, thanks so much for all the inspiration. It's for you. Yes, Daryl. Wow. Yeah. Love country music, and that's country right there. And thank you, Richard, for the inspiration and all the lessons I've got from you my whole life. What a dear, dear friend. Everybody's hero, Richard Chernisky.
Hello, I'm Gary Blair from Glasgow, Scotland. I play the accordion, I teach accordion, and I also compose music. I first came across Calvin on the internet when I was searching for a tune, a Canadian fiddle tune, and I typed in Canadian fiddlers, and it came up with Calvin's name amongst many others. Searching through his music, I soon realised that I actually really enjoyed a lot of his compositions. I liked the humour involved in them, as along with the melodies as well. So purchased a CD and also purchased a couple of books of his own compositions, and I've been a fan ever since. Here we go. Thank you, Google.
Time to bring Gary back up for another tune here. He's requested that we play a tune that I wrote, maybe 2015, 2016, called Tuesday Tunes. I started a online, not an online teaching thing, but I guess it was an online teaching thing where I think it was every Tuesday, or I think that's what it was, every Tuesday. Anybody that signed up, they would get 2 tunes. I would teach them 2 tunes on video every Tuesday. And Tuesday was spelled with a 2 apostrophe S-D-A-Y, and tunes, 2 apostrophe N-E-S. And I wrote a tune called Tuesday Tunes 2-Step. And that program still kind of goes on today. It's now called CVTO, called Calvin Vollrath Tuesday Online Workshops, CVTO. Here we go, Tuesday Tunes. Put your hands together for Gary Blair. Hey, right on, Gary. Good playing. I hope I get to meet you one day. I'd love to come back to the UK and do some playing over there and back up to Shetland again. I've been up to Shetland a few times, and Scotland and England. Love to get to Ireland. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice? Thanks so much. Big hand for Gary Blair, everybody. Time to bring up an old video here now, and another accordion player. I was doing a show at the home of Ivan and Vivian Hicks in New Brunswick. Coverdale, Upper Coverdale, New Brunswick maybe it's called. They got a beautiful home and they've set up their basement. It's a small little concert hall. And whenever I'm out on the East Coast, I go do a little show at their place. And Roger Lanteigne from up around Bathurst, he came down with his accordion. What a wonderful accordion player he is. He brought his accordion down. I said, hey, I'm doing a show. Did you bring your accordion? He said, I guess I did. Would you come up and play a tune with me? He said, I'd love to play the Smokin' Bow Reel. So that's what we did. He grabbed his accordion, come up, got Kimberly Holmes, Skip Holmes on guitar, Kimberly's on the piano. I hope you enjoy this. I'm not sure, this is sometime 2015, 2014, 2012, I don't know. Oh wow, that is so much fun to play live music with another musician, and Roger, so good on the accordion, unbelievable. Google him. He's all over Facebook and YouTube. You can find him playing. Wonderful, wonderful player. As I look at my YouTube page, this tech stuff is all kind of beyond me, or it used to be beyond me, and I'm learning as we go along, and I see I have 1.94K subscribers on my YouTube channel, where you're watching this program here right now on YouTube. It costs you absolutely nothing. You don't get bombarded with emails or nothing, but if you click on that little button down there at the bottom that says subscribe, go click on that. And anytime I upload a new video or another show's coming out, you should get a notification. And they're putting all kinds of advertising on these YouTubes, and so it may help me out in the long run. So I'd really appreciate that. Find the subscribe button, hit the like button, make a comment. Just be wonderful if you do that for me. Thank you so kindly. Hey, we're coming up to our last little piece of the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the show today. A big hand for all my guests. We're going to play a medley of fiddle tunes that I wrote many, many years ago, starting with a tune that John Arcand and I wrote called The Big Dipper Jig. The Big Dipper was a dance hall, concert hall at Christopher Lake, just maybe 10 minutes from Emma Lake. And we would go play our end of the week concerts there at the big, overlooking the Christopher Lake, an absolute beautiful place. It doesn't exist anymore. But I believe on the way to the Big Dipper that night, we were doing one of our shows. John wrote the first part, I wrote the second part, the Big Dipper Jig. And then we're going to a tune that my grandfather wrote called Paul's Jig. I never got the chance to meet my grandfather and grandmother. They passed away in 1954 in a car accident. So they passed away 6 years before I was born. But he was a fiddle player, and he passed on the fiddle to his kids, my dad, and he's passed it on to myself and some in my family. Then after Paul's Jig, we're going to a tune that I wrote for my kids, their elementary school. They in Edmonton was called Kirkness School. So I wrote the Kirkness Jig. And then the last tune is a tune I wrote called the Dining Hall Jig that I wrote. I was doing a workshop at the Emma Lake Fiddle Camp, a composer's workshop, and it was taking place in the dining hall, and just minutes before the workshop, I wrote this tune and taught it to everybody. And it's become a popular tune. Hey everybody, until next time, you take care, stay safe, and behave yourself.
golly, folks. Well, that was a great show, Calvin. Reminded me of the good old days right there. Hey, friends and neighbors, do us a favor and click on that subscribe button on Calvin's YouTube channel, and then you'll get notified when the next episode gets released. Because I know you ain't going to want to miss any. And don't forget to tell all your friends about the show. Well, that's it for now, folks. Until next month, take care, stay safe, and have a good day. See you at the next Calvin Vollrath Fiddle Jubilee. Yeah.
Time to buy